Rules are like hearts. Break them and get ready for the fireworks.
I mean, it's not like everyone's sitting around, but it feels very much like you're sitting at the kids' table with sippy cups.
Hunter, if you're looking for Caretaker, she went to her room.
Yeah, and she made it very clear she doesn't want to be disturbed. She's pretty upset.
We really screwed up, didn't we? I knew we shouldn't have gone messing with that mirror.
I'm worried about Nico and Magic. I think they're in shock or something.
We're all in shock. It's gonna take some time for us to pull it back together. If we manage to pull ourselves together at all.
I'm very, very intimidated by Caretaker. She pushed Wanda right out of the Abbey. Again.
You had a seance and you didn't invite me?
Your mom must be desperate for friends if she keeps stealing all of ours.
Between Lilith's plans and her turning our friends to pawns, we can't turn against each other.
It seems no one is safe from Lilith's grasp.
And here I thought we were finally starting to trust each other.
They went behind our backs. Nearly cost us everything.
They were trying to save their friend, like any of us would do.
Please, I would never do anything that reckless.
Do you even hear the words coming out of your mouth anymore?
I would never do anything that reckless, given the stakes.
Really?
Okay, fine. I would never do anything that reckless today.
I give that a solid maybe.
FYI, everybody at Stark Industries would be upset with what you did. Me, not so much.
Nobody likes feeling stuck on the sidelines, but we have to battle our impulses to win the war.
Took the fight to Lilith, huh? Next time, take more fight with you.
Whew, you look like hell, dear. I suppose you must feel like it too after these very rough few days.
I can handle hell. I was built for it.
You were built for battling hellhounds and dread maidens. Not the battles of the home front.
It does not bother me.
No, dear. You're just good at hiding how much it does. I am sorry you were unable to save Wanda, but at least you tried. I can't help but feel responsible for how things played out. Perhaps I pushed you too hard to save her too soon, before you, Nico, and Magic were ready.
We did not try hard enough, evidently.
No, Hunter. There was nothing you could have done. It was my fault for leading you down this path, and I must take responsibility for that.
I cannot get Wanda out of my head now, seeing her like that. I know I did not know her before she fell, but she was in so much pain. It permeated from her. I could feel it tear right through me. I just wish I could have freed her from it.
I know, dear. Me too. Maybe you'll get a chance to again. In the meantime, don't beat yourself up about it too much. And remember how much Sarah and I love you.
Everyone is quite rattled, aren't they? It seems there's a competition going on to see who can reprimand the young sons the harshest.
Are you participating?
I'm really glad everyone made it back safe and sound, which is impressive on its own. Trying an incantation like that at their level, one might think they would ask for a Sorcerer Supreme's guiding hand.
I am sure that they now know it would have been better with you there.
Kind of you, Hunter. I kept my composure, but I care for Wanda. It was under my watch that she was taken. There is nothing more I want than to make this right. Even if the outcome wasn't as hoped, we now know what has happened to her. I've been hearing her voice, but each time it grows fainter. By the great Agamotto, we'll bring her back to us.
Pale skin goes with everything, but...
When you do immature things, you get called immature.
Caretaker, it is Hunter.
Leave me be. I'm not exactly in the mood for visitors right now.
Caretaker, it is Hunter.
Damn it, Hunter, I said leave.
Caretaker, it is Hunter.
Damn it, Hunter, I said leave.
It does not seem right to intrude in their space.
During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the Sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
Everywhere Tony Stark goes, he prefers all eyes on him. Yet losses do not diminish his fire.
I surrendered my aspiration to celebrity when I left the surgical world. Playing God was fun, but ultimately proved a fallacy.
Dr. Strange, MD, vanished, so the Sorcerer Supreme could manifest.
I'm sorry, Hunter. I'm afraid I didn't follow that.
I will attempt Nico's words. You got over yourself.
None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
Hi.
Nico? What are you doing in Wanda's room?
What does it look like? Ileana said this grimoire is filled with pretty powerful magic. There's gotta be something in here. Something to break the stupid spell your mother cast over Wanda so, you know, we can all go back to being normal. To being friends again.
If you intend on breaking Lilith's hold on Wanda, you are going to need to use magic as dark as hers. Are you up to that?
Have you seen me use the Staff of One? Yeah, not exactly the stuff of fairy tales. Unless you're talking about the creepy old original versions. You know, the ones that sound an awful lot like your childhood. Just because I don't go around broadcasting my dark side like some people do, doesn't mean I can't handle my fair share of dark magic. I know what I'm doing.
I never said you did not.
It all made sense in my head. We'd find Wanda, smack around a few Hydra dirtbags, bring her back to the Abbey, and Caretaker would bake her a cake. I wasn't exactly envisioning Wanda trying to murder us. Or you trying to do the same thing to her.
Wanda is fallen. It is time to accept that she is our enemy.
How about you accept that I'm not giving up on her, like ever? Well, unless you have anything to add to this free Wanda brainstorming sesh, I should get back to her grimoire. I'm not leaving one page unturned until I find a way of bringing her back to her senses. Till then, later. Well, looky who it is.
What is this?
I assume you're here to ask about the attempt to rescue Wanda.
You know magic better than I do. I figured...
I'd have something to say. I do. I'm worried about her.
What Nico and Magic did was dangerous. They put themselves at risk of being controlled by Lilith.
Not only that, but Magic is... You know she finds it hard to trust people. The fact that she tried to help Wanda with zero hesitation shows she's grown. But the recklessness could be indicative of conflict from within.
Hopefully this will encourage her to ask for help.
I have a soft spot for Magic, and I always will. I hope you will be kind to her.
I have always been kind to Magic, and I do not plan on stopping.
I am glad to hear it. I should probably seek the two of them out, and make sure they are all right.
Back from your little field trip. I'm surprised Caretaker hasn't ripped you a new one yet. Going behind her back with the backup singers of your pop-punk band was really risky.
They needed a watchful guardian.
And who better than a guardian that kicks major butt? I'm a little jealous.
Jealous of what?
That I couldn't be there to soak up all the danger and chaos like a dirty little sponge. You got some guts, Hunter. Between you and me, I would have done the same thing. Not because I love causing a scene, but in our line of work, we need to bend the rules. Play fast and loose.
Some rules can be flexible.
Gonna be honest, didn't think we'd both be on the same page there.
How come? I am capable of choosing what rules to break or submit to.
Because you're the fancy schmancy legend. I thought rules and order were your bread and butter.
Then I am glad to have changed your perception of me.
Now you're the fancy schmancy rule breaker. If you ever want to break more rules with your little posse, count me in. Did I mention I'm actually Canadian? Hello, governor! Wait, the wrong accent.
Don't you think with all my knowledge, all my expertise, I could have helped save Wanda?
No.
Why?
Because we do not trust you, Strange.
Your problem, Magic, is that you don't trust anyone.
Why should I? Where were you when Wanda was taken? What have you or any of the other Avengers done to rescue her?
I thought we resolved this already. There was nothing any of us could do.
No, you resolved it out of your mind. We acted.
And had you elicited my help, you might have succeeded.
Please, you Avengers would only have gotten in our way.
I suppose we'll never know now, will we? And people say Tony's ego's big.
Enough of this. I have to attend to some issues in Limbo. Someone has to make sure we have safe passage through space-time.
Now who is running from a fight, Illyana? A warning, Hunter. I'm in a foul mood at the moment. I try not to be someone who equates youth with folly. I wish Illyana would not look at someone with a lifetime of experience and assume incompetence. Perhaps there was more I could have done to save Wanda, but until I get back into my sanctum, I cannot see everything I once did.
Magic just does not understand what you have been through, Doctor.
Of course she doesn't. She hasn't experienced an inkling of the universe that I have.
Then why let this bother you?
You know why? I just don't feel complete without the sanctum and all its prophetic perks. Like I'm not quite myself.
So you can no longer peer into the future. But that is not where your true value lies. Maybe it is time to reframe your place in the world.
Perhaps you're right, but I do not know where to start.
You can start by realizing that you are the Sorcerer Supreme, no matter where you rest your head.
Thank you, Hunter, for your wise counsel. Now, if you will excuse me, this Sorcerer Supreme needs to figure out a way to save us from this mess.
Feeling good today, girl.
Ugh, reptilian blood tastes terrible.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Yes? Any new leads? Central will crack the code. Just more evil junk. Don't these people sleep? Have hobbies? Tony might take all the credit for this thing, but just imagine where we'd be right now without Ada Lovelace. Beginning decryption sequence. Well, this was educational, in a terrible way. Pick your target, Hunter.
Happy to help.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Stay out of trouble.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I love it.
Need Need a pick-me-up? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. In my case, literally, I can't stand apples.
Oh, you are gonna love this. How's it going, boss? Came to the right now. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine. Later.
What brings the great hunter to see an old...
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no... Later.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. It's fortunate that we haven't run in. One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one.
Shh. Tony is working.
Farewell. Despite your growing fame, I see you still remember your...
Come along, Charlie. Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl. What is it, Charlie? Find something? Autumn must not see it that way.
Hunter, come and talk with me a moment. I wanted to apologize for last night. I just couldn't believe what you and the rest of the Sons did, and needed time alone to process. I knew I underestimated Nico's desperation to save Wanda when I realized she swiped my spellbook. I keep thinking, if I hadn't given up on her so easily, if I had listened to them, helped them, I could have prevented them from going out on their own and risking all. Do you think they are right, Hunter? Do you think I gave up on Wanda too soon?
Try not to be too hard on yourself about what you did or did not do.
But it's my job to make the best decisions for the team with the given information. And this time, I feel like I failed spectacularly.
We are all doing our best.
It doesn't feel like it right now.
It does not have to.
Oh, I can't help but be reminded of Lilith. Maybe if I tried to save her centuries ago, we wouldn't be walking the apocalypse we're in now. Well, I ought to pull myself together and face the day. Thanks for the word, Hunter.
Autumn thinks otherwise.
I always welcome a visit from a trusted.
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
It will not take us long.
Remember who started this? Now, truly, what did you expect, honestly? I've been waiting. This way. Very gracious of you. No one is to blame. So be it. I smell Be my victim.
This shall be of great help.
Your time has come.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Hydra!
Easily replaced.
I was born for this.
They're not the ones you should be worried about.
Going to have to fend off another attack from the Fallen. Lilith is relentless in her approach.
I have heard a great deal about Wanda, but now I finally see her power with my own eyes.
I'll make quick work of you. An unexpected benefit. You've left me no choice. You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed.
By my side.
Try that again sometime. How could you do that to a friend?
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
A few of us are meeting up tonight. It's a book club. You're probably busy, but if not, the others said I should invite you.
A book club?
Yeah, I didn't figure the great and powerful Hunter would be into a book club.
Is a book club some form of weapon? Do you strike with the spine?
You hear that? That's the sound of Agatha rolling in her grave. Book clubs are simple. You read books and talk about them. Sometimes there's punch. Anyway, I'm headed to the meeting. I doubt it's your thing, but if you're interested, you could tag along.
I need to take care of something first.
I'll be here. Let me know when you're ready.
Hi, kiddo.
Something they don't tell you about leadership? All the paperwork.
Are you adjusting to life at the Abbey?
I'm getting 3 hots in a cot. For me, that's luxury. While I have you, Blade said he wants to speak with you tonight.
Did he say why?
I don't want to steal his thunder. You know, I never used to say that until I met Thor.
Why exactly does Blade want to speak with me?
You'll have to ask him, but be sure you do it tonight.
Huh. Of all the things to use magic for.
Nice, Hunter. You never lost your nerve.
What drove you to study medicine, Doctor?
I know what it's like to feel suffocated by a disease. I wanted to help others avoid my fate.
When I was a child, a doctor wanted to use leeches to cleanse my blood of impurities.
A barbaric practice. Although I once considered using leeches in my experiments.
Before you discovered vampire bats?
No, I was worried I might accidentally turn myself into a human leech.
I believe you are a good man.
Thank you for saying so. But I was not always the man you know.
I do not need to know your past self to know your current worth.
That is a wonderful sentiment. Please pass that along to Blade. I think he missed the memo. What's the occasion? Well, I guess I don't care. I'm almost starting to feel bad for Hydra. Almost. Seems like you can't get enough of me. I must be fun. Maybe I shouldn't have laughed so hard at the scary part.
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson. All remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it. See if it helps us find our way back into the sanctum.
You are exhausted, Carol. Get some rest. You can crack Faustus's code tomorrow.
It's not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but I'll tap out when I'm ready. Besides, if I went to sleep right now, this nightmare juice would be sure to terrorize me with bad dreams. And when I say bad dreams, I don't mean Lovecraftian demons or Cenobites. I mean being stuck at a 12-hour poetry slam in the East Village. You know, real horror. Listen to this crap. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms. Choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
Faustus makes a tribute to his goddess, that is all.
If someone who worked for me wrote a tribute like this, I'd be getting HR involved.
HR?
Never mind. It's a 21st century joke. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap. I'll let you know what I find out.
Always on the hunt, right?
Hunter, stay a while. I do not want to be alone.
Magic, are you alright?
No, Hunter, I am not. And neither is Limbo. The dark energy is increasing.
This danger you feel, Have you given more thought to what could be causing it?
Yes, but I do not want to say it out loud.
You need to tell me what is going on in Limbo, Ileana, and you need to tell me now.
The authority in your voice. It's a sign you are stepping into your power. I respect that. But while my power is still greater than yours, I will not speak his name. Words have power. I do not want to give him any more than he already has.
He?
If I am right, you will see soon enough. But tonight, that's all I can say.
You change your mind about the book club?
After you.
Okay, then.
I know about as much as you. Blade put this together. He's the person to ask.
Blade's giving you the stink eye. Or maybe he doesn't like the punch. Either way, I think he wants to speak with you.
Here's how this works. We pick out a book, we read the book, and then next meeting we talk about the book. It's my turn to pick, so give me a minute. I need to narrow it down.
Did you already talk about today's book?
Well, no, there isn't one for today.
What is the best book you have read so far?
None.
You have not read any books, but you are starting a book club?
Hunter, I've read half the books in the library. I have too many favorites to list. I meant I have no book club favorites yet.
What kind of book is a book club book?
The good ones, that's the plan at least.
You are being evasive, and I do not know why.
This is technically our first meeting.
I thought this was a regular thing you did.
Yeah, I want it to be. Doesn't matter how sharp your weapons are if your mind is as dull as a brick. Just give me some space. I need to find the right book if I'm going to... I need to pick the right book, okay?
All right.
This is the first book club I've been to that didn't devolve into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Must have been some book club.
A few years back, Bruce and Tony started an Avengers literature circle. First book chosen was Banner's favorite. Tony hated it. Said it was the worst poetry he'd ever read. That a mascara-blinded lab monkey could have written it better. I still don't know what that means. Turned out, it wasn't Banner's favorite book. It was Hulk's.
Oh no.
We lost 2 floors of Avengers Tower before he calmed down.
What happened next?
Black Widow invoked the "this is why we can't have nice things" rule and banned book clubs from meeting at the tower. I think Carol used to attend one of these. You should ask her about it.
I hope I have time for this. I used to be in one of these with my friend Jess, but it fell apart.
What happened?
I got reassigned, she had a kid, aliens invaded, the usual.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's been a busy decade. This would never work in the Avengers. Steve can tell you about that.
All right, I made my decision.
So, what is it going to be?
The first book we'll read for book club will be The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh, a classic.
Yep, that's an old book.
Way older than The Hunter.
Ah, The Art of War. I read that when I was 12.
Well, then you could reread it. See if you gain a new perspective. Our time is tight, I get it. But stop by the library and read the book before the next meeting. But I hope you read the whole thing. This book is one of my favorites.
The katana gave that away.
Yeah, I'm always around if you want to chat about it.
I'll save it for the next book club.
I could chat about it.
Nah, I'm good.
I admit, I like the low-pressure approach we're taking to book club. These things should be fun and informative. Not the high-stakes powder keg of the Stark and Banner book club regime.
What did you think of the meeting?
Seems like a great way to get to know each other.
What do you think of Blade's choice of book?
It got me thinking about a book I can choose. It'll have to be a good one to match Blade's pick.
See you later.
Next time, then.
I think that went well. Carol seemed to enjoy herself. What do you think?
Blade, did you start a book club so Carol would join it?
No. Yes. Sort of. We were talking about books, and I may have suggested the two of us read a book and talk about it. Captain America overheard and expressed interest. Carol said I was starting a book club, and he asked if he could join.
Then what?
What was I supposed to do? Say no to Captain America?
Say the word, and I will drop out.
No, it's fine. I'm kind of digging this. And I'm glad to have a Midnight Sun here. Glad you came, Hunter. But don't forget to do the reading.
All right, I will.
I'm not kidding.
For us not dying.
What you doing, Charlie?
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
If you...
I'm more durable than I look.
Later. They're holding up. All things considered. But I wouldn't expect them to thaw anytime soon. Not when it comes to you.
I see. I understand they're still angry. I just don't want them to feel alienated from the team.
Then you shouldn't have made them feel alienated.
I know. I will try and make amends. Reach out an olive branch.
Just don't expect them to take it.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
What in the... Crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder. You know, I think Faustus might have been the Zodiac killer.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Stay out of trouble.
I got in a few good licks. Oh, delicious. Sorry, is that creepy?
Our enemies shrink in fear when they see you. That is good.
If my skin wasn't so pale, you'd see me blushing.
I heard about last night.
Your powers are impressive. If you struck me with lightning, I would say thank you.
You flatter me, Hunter.
Caretaker's not spoken a word to me all day. It's been lovely.
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions, and I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon.
To snap Lilith's hold on Banner, we're gonna have to get creative.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
The research is progressing well, but we need a bit more time.
See you, Hunter.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
That seems reasonable.
Be my
They cannot possibly match your strength. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. How invigorating.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. You have earned this. Are they stronger than they look, at least?
Allow me!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Back up for you, Rio! Somebody call the meat wagon! Stacking them deep today.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to charge his phone.
What's up, Hunter?
Look at us! Two undead heroes doing hero stuff!
You know, there are a surprising number of vampires in New York. A lot of them are cabbies.
Yes, hello.
What do we have today? accepted. Autumn showing the way. Autumn does not answer. The gods are fickle. How long did the Salem witches hide here before meeting their end? Intriguing.
Caretaker has shared so much wisdom with me during my time here.
I did not expect to meet you here.
For real, having confessional in a church? It's like somebody couldn't think of anywhere better.
You wish to confess something?
You may have noticed that I mess around a lot. I'm the handsome, super buff comedic relief of the Abbey. Get this, it's all an act. I'm actually a magician.
This is all staged?
Welcome to the Deadpool show. Tickets are free, but please clean up after the viewing. No one likes sloppy seconds.
I do not understand the deflection.
It's a hell of a lot easier than being vulnerable and showing my entire ass. No one gets to see that for free.
Do you ever get tired of keeping up this charade?
Oh, you want to play charades? Here I thought we were having a serious conversation about how I'm completely faking it.
So why put on this act if it is all fake?
It protects me, and it pushes the people I care about far away. We all know there's never a happy ending when I'm involved.
Well, that does not sound like a way to live.
What would you do in my position then, huh?
Fight harder to protect them. Start by being genuine.
That's beautiful. I can see it as a motivational poster.
I am being serious. Your loved ones need to know you are worried.
Ugh, I hate it when you're right.
You should know by now that I usually am. But there is something else you should know. None of us truly know what we are doing.
Coming from you, that's rich.
I do not always have it all figured out.
You sure put on a good show. You ever worried about breaking down?
All the time. I try not to let it consume me.
The cool as a cucumber approach. A classic strat. Not sustainable, though.
We all just need to hold it together until the end. Then we can take a minute to ourselves.
I'm clenched up all the time, Hunter. It makes my muscles look bigger. Look, I'm glad we cleared the air, but don't go telling people I'm actually a giant softie. I'd still like to keep my badass card.
I think our colleagues would enjoy seeing this side of you.
Not as much as I enjoy being a menace. Sorry, Hunter. I'm gonna keep it on the DL for now.
Is that the Deadpool lockdown?
See? You get me! When you don't want to talk about something, you stick it in the hole.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight Moons? I'm not a fan of the sun.
It is done.
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed. Good. I was hoping for something to do. Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Got some ops ready for you.
Do as you wish.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
I am not used to seeing vampires in a chapel. Even Blade rarely comes here.
Naturally. Most vampires wouldn't be caught dead in a place like this.
I think you mean caught undead?
Yes, of course. Regardless, I am not like most vampires.
Because you are a living vampire?
Well, that's part of it. My powers come from a perversion of science, so I do not share the vampiric weaknesses. But our differences run deeper than that.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, I do not abide by their foolish traditions. Most vampires are superstitious stooges, hissing at crosses and flinching whenever they feel a drop of water. I do not believe in many of the common dark magics. Most paranormal events can be explained through the magic of science.
You have seen Nico cast blood magic. Ileana was raised by demons, and you are currently standing in a pocket dimension.
Do you see me as a fool? I think you misunderstand my point. Even advanced technology looks like magic to those who do not understand it.
All right. Please explain.
As I see it, the universe is governed by fundamental rules like gravity and nuclear fusion. Science and magic are just two ways of tapping into and manipulating those rules. So, I'm not saying the paranormal world does not exist. I merely believe most people give it too much credence. In the end, science is more powerful than a spell.
You should share these ideas with Tony.
I have. He made jokes about my hair.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Thankfully, this conversation has been more enlightening. Thank you for the time, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hey, look who's awake.
Hunter, hello. Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Got more coil for me? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Do your thing.
Like playing with fire.
Let's do this.
Just give me a target.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
I can already taste the blood. Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
All right then.
Hi, Hunter.
I think I got under Magic's skin. This morning, she tossed all the cherry yogurt off the cliff.
Why?
She heard I like cherry yogurt.
I meant, why would she do that?
I told her twice to keep a log of every time she opens a portal. She hasn't. I may have been brisk with her the third time.
You should go easy on Ileana.
Why? If she's part of the team, she has to pull her weight. And tantrums don't inspire confidence.
She had led a harder life than I. Lilith may be the mother of demons, but Ileana was literally raised by a demon in hell, or limbo.
Oh, crap. And I thought I had a rough childhood. Poor kid. Enough about that. Don't worry about the two of us beefing over yogurt. My favorite is actually the key lime.
Who prefers cherry?
Tony. He spent the morning investigating. I heard him ask Strange if ghosts eat yogurt. You can't let him know it was magic. I need to see how his hunt for the yogurt ghost plays out.
Good girl, Charlie.
One of the Hydra operatives in this area has been transmitting unusual signals back to their base of operations. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
That does not sound like much of a challenge.
Get it done any way we know how. Hope Hydra has good insurance.
Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
Watch that one! It was your time.
Welcome assistance.
For the mother. For victory. Time to shine. You're in trouble now. Your penance is due.
They won't know what hit him.
You have been judged.
Now that was something. Your time has come. Hail that.
Where do you think? Hydra! Taking the shot! You only add to your punishment.
to save the world? This shouldn't take long. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills? This should be good. Don't mind if I do. I'm saving my energy for the
Is that the best you've got?
Thought I improved the odds.
Judgment comes. I'm back. None will escape judgment. No hesitation.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
You think Doctor Strange can take a look at this mole on my... Never mind.
Ready to fight some crime?
We need some post-action cheeseburgers. I'll get happy on it. It's nice of Hydra to provide all these free...
Whenever we foil Hydra's plans, an angel gets its wings.
Hey, you.
Hunter.
Salutations. Good girl, Charlie.
I ordered weird candies. We should eat them.
What is weird candy?
Made from octopus, marbled with ginger shavings, and looks disgusting. Like a lump of clay you find in a gutter.
When I was very young, I ate a bear's liver raw. Nothing has fazed me since.
You wish to challenge me to a weird candy battle? You are out of your depth.
You going to talk all day, or are we going to do this?
People online say it tastes better when lukewarm. But do not warm it too much. It is pungent if it sweats, like a cheese.
Well, I am as ready as I will ever be.
Where did I... wait. I must have swapped them with the ritual components I collected from the forge. They have the same consistency.
Is that a problem?
For us, we have no candy. And perhaps for Strange if he tries to bind a spirit with octopus ginger twists.
Should we tell him?
No, he's the Sorcerer Supreme. He will be fine. You might convince me to do that again. We're not besties yet, but we are getting there. Not really my thing, but I enjoy watching you.
Yo, I'm just glad we didn't get pulled over. The hell ride isn't exactly street legal.
Oh, you're pretty spry for a reanimated corpse from the 1600s. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight Moons? I'm not a fan of the sound.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Yes?
When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Agatha is lucky to have you.
Hey, I want you to know I understand what you're going through. Fighting your own mother's not easy.
It does me no good to think of Lilith as my mother. She is the enemy of all existence. That is more important to me than any bond we once shared.
That's easy to say right now. It's a lot harder when you're looking her in the eyes.
You speak from experience.
It's why we're talking right now. A vampire bit my mother while she was in labor. She turned. I became this. Hunting those bloodsuckers, I always knew I might run into her one day.
And were you ready?
No one's ready for something like that. Listen, all I'm saying is that fighting Lilith won't be easy for any of us. But for you, it's gonna be hell. I just want you to be ready when the time comes.
Count on it.
legend walks among us.
Thanks, Hunter.
See you around.
Thanks, Hunter.
Glad to have you with us.
If you're bored, we can have a sword measuring contest.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out. How's that for quality workmanship?
Until next time.
Need a pick-me-up? Farewell, Hunter.
Let's do this. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Peace. Caretaker could have at least left me it. No pain, no gain.
Just give me a target.
Later.
We could go a few rounds.
All right then.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I like where this is going. Stay out of trouble.
On the prowl?
It's an odd change of pace, but you're going to have to protect that Hydra equipment rather than destroy it. Don't waste any time. Take them out before they can do any serious damage. Those soldiers are targeting the device. Do whatever it takes to stop them.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Allow me!
love?
We've got one in concealment. Watch my back!
I'm gonna get you! Let that be a lesson to you, evil doer!
You have earned...
Careful, I'm allergic to latex.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
Time to show him who's in charge here.
Loose lips sink ships. Start sinking! This is me playing nice.
Reinforcements.
As long as I bring back your brain, I think we're okay.
We will never forsake her.
Enemy forces converging on our position.
I didn't get a checklist or anything, but
You've got incoming Hydra. You know what to do.
This is gonna hurt.
I can see why your friends put their trust in you.
you waiting for?
Mucho gusto! That's from my secret stash.
I hope you've learned your lesson. I'm on it. Can be a lot worse. Trust me.
Looks like we've acquired some new hardware courtesy of Hydra. Good work.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I will.
We gotta get you a tacky shirt, Hunter.
What's up, Sunshine?
Hunter?
That jacket you wear looks comfortable and yet gives off an air of security.
Whoa, thank you. You're the best. Can I help you?
Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Yeah, I'll be there shortly.
Always on the hunt, right?
You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
What brings the great hunter?
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
Wasn't the first time I've read The Art of War, but I prefer this translation.
That book was a dense read, but I was struck by the similarities to Kree war manuals.
Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others.
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
That is what Nico and the others are trying to figure out.
That goth knight thing?
Emo kids, actually.
Whatever. Nico's magic nerd knight. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
Are Kree commanders really that predictable?
Unless you have your own version of the Kree's supreme intelligence, unlikely. But yeah, still possible. The art of war encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the art of war suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to the art of war.
See you all next time.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
I leave here no wiser than I arrived.
That's a shame. We have much to learn from each other. Take Blade. I have a better understanding of how he approaches conflict. That can only help me work better with him. All that from talking about a book.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
A book that can put me to sleep would still be useful on restless nights.
I used to have a book for that. The Humble Quantum Band and You, a technical manual. It doubled as a crappy pillow. I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask. I wonder if there's an audiobook. I retain more when I'm working out.
That went better than expected.
Maybe for you. Talking about books is not for me.
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I'll let you know when we meet, and you can join or not, as you please. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I should leave.
Later, then.
Need something, dear?
Hunter, I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh? Having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally, whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. I gotta say, I'm loving our current book.
Are we allowed to take trophies home? No, it's not a body.
Hydra's going to remember that loss for all of 5 minutes. Back at it.
Hunter, consider yourself the only invitee to my favorite meet time spot.
The only one? How did I win that honor?
I'll spare you the sappy stuff, but you've climbed to the top of my friendship ladder. Almost at the top.
But if I am almost at the top, then who is my competition?
Someone? You don't know them. I've got a life outside of this place, you know?
Sure you do. What is their name?
It's Okay, fine. It's you, alright? You've been the best friend I've had since I was on the run, and I feel gross saying that out loud.
You do?
Kinda. But that's a me gross and not a you gross. Could you just please change the subject before I sink through the floor?
Of course. What are best friends for?
Oh my god.
I am surprised your favorite spot is the chapel.
Believe it or not, my family used to go to church religiously when I was a kid, so pretentious old buildings give me this comforting vibe. It wasn't always like this.
What changed?
Do I look like a psych major? But if I had to guess, I would say I needed to peel the rotten layers my dear mom left behind to get to my healthier innards. You know, onion style. And I took your advice. I showed my mom the kindness that she couldn't show me. I forgave her. Well, kinda. Maybe I'm still working on the forgiveness part, but I'm getting there.
It requires a very special character to forgive your mother for what she has done. You are stronger than I thought.
And now that that weight is off my shoulders, I'm only getting better. Now, there is no holding me back, and like you've been there for me, I'll be there for you. When we face your mom one final time, I want you to know, I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm your witch.
Why, hello, Hunter.
I'm here if you need me.
The mirror table. Our pulse on everything Hydra. Really brings an Avengers Tower vibe to this place.
It has been useful. The Abbey always harbored great resources, but Stark and the Doctor have enhanced its abilities tenfold.
Don't get me wrong. Tony and the other Stephen are great. But I believe in giving credit where credit is due. You've also been doing your fair share. And I wanted to let you know that it hasn't gone unnoticed.
That is a generous compliment to give. Thank you, Captain.
It's not generous when it's true. They say a good soldier should always trust his gut, and if my gut is right, and it's almost always right, I think you have a destiny beyond just defeating Lilith.
And what destiny is that?
Keep playing it straight with me, Hunter, and maybe I'll trust you enough one day to tell you.
Good day, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Feeling good today, girl.
Hunter, hello.
Let's touch base. I'm not sure what to think about the grotto. It's not big enough to swim laps. Its only real purpose is for lounging and soaking up the sun.
Oh, come on. How can you not be amazed by pool floats?
They're too close to life preservers for my taste. As long as it isn't distracting to the team, I guess we can chalk it up to morale building. No need to pass on my griping. I get enough Cap hates the water jokes. I don't. Not really. What I hate is losing decades of my life to the sea. But if it means I'm still around to do my part, I can't hate it too much.
A successful collaboration.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
What have you brought me today? I'm always in a few places at once. Now, this is magic. Always a pleasure.
You know I know magic, right?
Practice makes perfect. Later.
Any progress on the journal?
If by progress you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language...
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Ti o mile oth ep isith?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs...
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you're a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go. I don't want to sound like a diva, but just once, I would like a mission on a tropical beach.
Checking out a big dark hole in the ground does not excite you?
Been there before. The thrill wears off pretty quick.
Dueling with you is intense, Hunter.
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest to the late Doctor. Judging by the Hydra activity we've picked up in the area, I'd say she's on to something.
Carol never fails to impress. Big hole.
Big horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth, not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Let's knock it out.
If you're done showing off, why don't we move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem.
You had your chance. Move with me.
Booyah!
happens all of a sudden?
You're in trouble now.
According to our thermal scan, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
You'd have to ask Crossbones.
You're gonna talk, one way or the other. We've got one of the artifacts.
The trucks were just the beginning. Secure the area and head to the source. The gigantic glowing hole Hydra drilled under our noses.
Enemy unit repositioned!
Come get it.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. It's one thing to steal artifacts, but this entire setup feels like a distribution center. But distribution to where?
If my mother is involved, nowhere good.
Somehow involves Banner.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
That's the last of them. Well done.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a fire dragoon lair. Hydra's been busy.
Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked.
back door?
Gonna say yes.
We serve our mother. We await the return of the Midnight Sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the Fire Dragoon.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Not a problem.
Fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the Sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come closer, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger with your eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever.
Can honestly say I've never heard that one before. You asked for it.
Good one.
Time to bleed.
Going for it.
We will make you feel regret.
Here it comes.
No pain.
I'll give it a whirl. That must be really embarrassing. Looks like we're not done yet.
That door of his may be our best bet at getting through to the Sanctum and finally taking the fight to Lilith.
Smells like fresh meat. Surface meat. So much better than sewer meat. Sweet, sweet surface meat.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll let us through if we just ask nicely.
Here's one for ya.
Pain is angering.
I'll put this to good use.
You have earned.
Do not touch us.
Who's the tough one now?
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Van Helsing!
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
You know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though, I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if...
Thankfully, the venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do.
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you are not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside.
Being extra broody.
Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
Where is Blade?
Outside, I think. Perched by that mausoleum, like the gargoyle he is.
Yo, Hunter. Blade is outside by the mausoleum. You should thank him for saving you.
Just FYI, he seems a little shaken up.
Yeah, you should go check up on him.
Least you can do. Hey, can I ask a favor? You walked away and Venom did not? Impressive.
Heard about the explosion, Hunter. No shame in it. We've all been caught by a boom before. Did Eddie Brock make it out? He likes to try and kill me, but I think that's just his language of love.
You were asleep for a long time. You must have been having some killer dreams.
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a problem. Even before he was under Lilith's control, I'm sure he was on some Avengers watch list.
What are you getting at?
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform. But it is often hard for people with marks on their record to get a fresh start.
Very well. If Venom ever frees himself from my mother's grasp, I will give him a second chance.
Thank you, Hunter. I'm sure that anyone in Venom's situation would be very grateful for that.
It was very courageous of you to try.
You fought Venom, Hunter?
No wards? No shields? How did you survive that?
Don't put stock in rumors, Hunter.
You really absorbed all that venom goop like it was nothing.
All I'm saying is that it's never a good thing when the prophesied savior of yore blows up.
Yes, the Venom creature's alien nature continues to plague all of us.
I've seen you take on a Skrull army, hurl Thanos into a moon, make Galactus smile. They're all aliens too, last I checked. Something else is going on here, and you know it. We just gotta find out what and why. Still with me, oh magnificent one?
Yes, I'm simply silently agreeing with you.
Oh, whoa, wait, you what? Wow. I got nothing.
I know your ears must be ringing, Hunter, but if you feel up to it, I'd like to check in. I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? The urge to murder us all?
Do not waste your energy worrying about me, Doctor. I am fine.
Oh, but it's my job to worry, quite literally. Worrying is written into my contract with the Avengers, and I don't want to be in breach of that. Tony is a stickler for the fine print. But in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My collar. I am afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff, almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely. You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away from my own sanity. I am deathly afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
Do you really think we will be able to halt the prophecy?
Halt? No, unfortunately not. Prophecies are stubborn things.
So, you do not believe I can change mine?
Anything we do would be like dropping a rock in a stream. We might stop it or divert it for a bit, but the relief would only be temporary. This prophecy will come true, one way or another.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Balance both light and dark magic without becoming overwhelmed with one or the other.
Yes, I am rather well-rounded in my magical gifts, aren't I? I suppose I see magic as a tool. I use magic, but it doesn't use me. Just remember, you don't need to go pure dark or pure light unless you want to. There is room for everyone's own unique path.
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.